Looney Farm Guy here, and this is a John Deere S7 S5 by Agro Tonho on Farming Simulator 25. It's for all platforms, PC, Mac, and console. I'm on PS5, and we have three harvesters, John Deere harvesters. Let's start with the S5 500, $244,000 to purchase. We start with 275 horsepower CVT transmission, 24 mile per hour top speed, and 8,800 liters of hopper capacity. We can have a few options with that. We can bump that up to 41 or 14,100 and then back down. So this is the smallest of the three. We have Michelin, Continental, Trailberg, Lizard, and Michelin. Several tire options, twins, signals, a transport option, wides, twins again. Then we go to crawler track broad, and then back to the wides and twins, I believe. Yes. Continental has similar. They're all actually very similar. Some have various tread pattern differences. They're all going to have a crawler track options. Trelleborg, you get the idea. There is one interesting one. Lizard. We have Lizard rice style type treads. Yeah. Moving on down, signage. That's going to be, we have lights and lights in the back, or lights in the front and the back, or no lights. Window tint, standard, tinted 1, tinted 2, tinted 3, or standard. Lower headlights, that's at the bottom of the cab there. Front and rear signage, we have front reflectors, rear oversized plate, that's kind of Australian, I believe. And we have the placards, which are kind of European, or nothing. Exhaust, Model 2, or rear exhaust. Axle width, we have up to, let's see, 6 rear axle width options. We have chopper, 3 variations of the chopper. Speed stickers, yes or no. And option for extra mirrors. Cabin sensors. Cabin headlight, round or rectangular. A decorative starfire. We can remove the rear triangle, and we can remove the reflectors. So this model has a standard pipe, a 7-meter pipe, or 7-meter folding or foldable pipe. And the bulk carrier, oh, we need to go to that to get our only color option. We can make it green. All right, we're just going to go through quickly here. We have 10,600, and then we have the arch and the cover tarp, the 12.5, 17.5, and then back to 4, or then a 14, 10.6. Yeah, so those are your options for hopper. We do have an engine, 382, 460, an engine option. Wheel brands are, as far as I could see, those are the same. Everything else is the same. I think exhaust options, rear axle width, chopper, speed stickers, cabin, etc., etc. Rear. The one thing that I found different is a pipe 7, 7.9, 8.7, 7-meter foldable, 7.9 foldable, 8.7 foldable. So this one has quite a few more options for the pipe. And then we go back down to the S7, the largest of the three. Again, we have options 12.5, 17.5 for liters hopper capacity, and then it's down a little and then back up. Oops, sorry. 19,800 is the largest out of the three, and then we're back down to those others. Let's go, yeah. Engine, we have the 547, 579, or 625. All these other things are the same as the other ones. I'm not going to bore you through those. Then the pipe, again, is 7 meters, 7.9, 8.7, and then foldable options with those as well, and then the black or green if you have a top. All right. I have set up a couple of headers here. They do not come with headers. Let's fold that, because that's how it comes. It comes folded. And I put tracks on this one. Because sometimes these operate a little different with tracks. This one seems just fine. Excuse me. Okay, unfold. We have a few things, and as far as I can tell, the options are all the same for all three combines, just so you know. Interior might be a little bit different. We'll look at the interiors. All right. We'll come back in there in a minute. We have a control group pipe door ladder 1. So what does that? R1 and right stick left and right is our pipe. Just L1 and R1 is our left door and the ladder. Right? Hit the triangle button again, and we have group covers. As you notice, some of them are a bit ajar. So we can open that and that. And on the left side, L1 and R1, sorry, there we go. We can open and close those and see the inner workings of, as if we were like taking its underwear off and taking a peek inside. Come on, hook up. There we go. All right, so this is the smallest guy. We're going to get the corn header out just to give her a shot with the corn. Oh, there's one more. Seats. So let's just, oh, hold on. Let's drop that. I almost forgot. There we go. Seats and right signaling. What's that all about? Well, we can fold away if you installed those. You can fold them away. Sort of. Lights, horn, right. And interior, we can move our seat back and forth and up and down. So if you like to drive like a little old lady, all scrunched up to the steering wheel, you can. And actually, you can see that happening there as well. Right, okay, enough of that. This is just base game, corn header. There we go. Very nice. That's what the spread looks like. Alright, so let's go. Quite literally, these fellas here are identical with the controls and everything. Interior, as I said, might be a little different. They're all relatively very similar in design, with some subtle differences, or maybe not so subtle differences if you're quite familiar with these. Perhaps you are. Perhaps you even own one. I do not, or never have. Oh, unfold. Yes, we need to unfold. Even if you don't have the foldable roof, you have to unfold that piece. There we go. And there we go. So there's our spread. And switch it over to straw droppage. There we go. Very nice. Okay, let's do something you should never do and just drop it right there. And we can unfold. There we go. This one we got the top on it, so we're not going to be able to see the grain going in or anything like that. We can go inside though, and again, very similar, but I'm sure there is a few things that are different between this and the other two models. Nice wide spread on that. And dropping. There we go. That drops it up the top. And that, my friends, is my phone. But that's the John Deere S7 S5 on Farming Simulator 25. Thanks for watching. Till the next one. Bye.